Whenever you play a game, you want to be the best that you can possibly be. So in order to do that, especially in Pokemon, you want to be the world's greatest, right? Because that's how Ash wanted to be. He wanted to be the best that he can possibly be. He wanted to capture them all, but at the same time be the strongest he can. And basically CP doesn't show you that. And they just figured this out a couple of days ago. There's three hidden stats in the game that we don't really talk about. They call this the IV, and that's the individual values. And this shows you how strong a Pokemon can possibly be when it comes to Pokemon gym battles. And hopefully in the future, since they said there will be regular battles where you can challenge other people. I found out a calculator that actually shows you if your Pokemon is as great as you think it is or if it's not, so you know which one you should evolve. At first, when I was evolving Pokemon or seeing what I should evolve, I was picking the highest CP. So I would go in here, I'd go down, let's see. Let's go by number. I would look at my Bulbasaurs and I'll be like, oh, 605, that's obviously the better Bulbasaur. I'm gonna evolve it, obviously, not the 580. And that's what I was telling people. Look at your CP bar, go with that. And that's just common sense, right? That's what common sense tells you. But that's actually not true. So hold off before you evolve a Pokemon based on its CP. I'll go down and see I have an 831 Growlithe, who I thought was a beast, and I was ready to basically evolve this Growlithe 100%. I knew he was the one. 831, almost maxed out. And then my boy told me, yo, IVs, bro. You need to know what your IV is. So basically the IV takes into consideration his attack, his defense, and his stamina. Basically the stamina is the only thing that straight up shows right here. The stamina is his HP. So his HP is 78. Now the attack and defense are kind of hidden, and that's where you need the calculator. So I'm going to show you guys the link for the calculator is down below. You're going to go in here, and now you can pick which Pokemon you need. It's actually very simple. So I'm going to say, let's go with my Growlithe first. So I have a Growlithe, and his CP was 831, I believe. His HP was 78. And then it asks you how much Stardust it takes to power it up. So I'm pretty sure mine was 3500. I'll change if anything is not correct. And I have never powered him up. Nope, not at all. So I'm going to click find his IV. And it's going to say he's 77% at his max. So I can find the Pokemon who's actually at 100% or 90% or 80%. He's not even close to being perfect. So he's actually pretty bad when you think about it. 77.8 means his attack is about an 8. His defense is about a 15. And his stamina is a 12. So I'm gonna double check I did everything right. 831, 78, and 3500. Yes, I did. So now from here I'm gonna say, he's 78%. That's not crazy. Let's see if I can find something better. That means when I power it up to the max, he is the maxed out Arcanine that I could possibly find. So I'm gonna click here, find the Growlithe, who's 809 with 76 HP and 3000, right? So let's put in those coordinates right here. 809. 76, 3000. Alrighty, find his IV. So now when we look at his IV, it's actually at 84%, which is 5% higher, maybe almost 6% higher. That means he is a better Growlithe than the one that we previously had. Even though he's lower, his max is gonna go higher. Because when I evolve him, I'm gonna be able to power him up maybe once, twice more cheaper, and that means his push is higher. Now obviously I could find something better than 84%, so maybe I want to hold off. Maybe that 84% ain't good enough. But this works for every Pokemon, so I'm gonna do this with one more Pokemon to be sure. And my biggest tip that I've been telling people is to save your Stardust. You don't need Stardust below level like 25. I'm still level 24, and I have not used, I mean I was using my Stardust in the beginning because nobody told me. But after a while, I realized Stardust is harder to come by. Stardust is something you're going to really need later. And right now, you're going to find Pokemon higher than the ones that you've been powering up. So it makes no sense to power them up in the first place. But let's do this one more time with my Bulbasaur. Because I'm pretty sure my best Bulbasaur is not my best Bulbasaur, if that makes sense. And we'll do it since I have 3 Bulbasaurs. Actually, nah, the Squirtles are too close. I want to show you the wider range of CP. So we'll do the Bulbasaurs. 605. Yeah, since I'm close to evolving into a Venusaur, I want to know which Bulbasaur I'm going to actually do. So this one is 605, 61, and 3500. Let's go in here before I forget. You're gonna have to keep checking. 605, 61, 3500. I don't know how I remember that. Alright, let's find his IV. And his IV is 40%. That means he is 40% perfect, man. Even though it looks like he's good, he's really not. He costs too much to power up, and his bar is so minimum. So if I max him out right now, like when I evolve him fully, he's not even going to be close to a good Venusaur. He's going to be a 40% Venusaur, and that's not worth it, man. So let's look at my 580, and if you could see here, it costs 1,000 less to power him up, right? So that's a big difference. And his HP is a 62, which is actually higher than the other one. So this Bulbasaur should be nice. 580, 62, 2500. So let's do that real quick. 580, 62. I'm positive this one's better, way better. Find his IV. 77.8%. That's a 37.8% difference. I would have never known this. I would have, if I did this a week ago, I would have definitely evolved my 605 and I would have been ripped off because I would have gotten a terrible Bulbasaur. So I hope you guys really use this site. It's actually very, very, very helpful. It's going to show you the best you could possibly do, and it tells you at the bottom the maximum level observed was 20. This Pokemon will require at least 41 power-ups to reach level 40.5, blah, blah, blah. And this would cost you that much Stardust and candy. That's saying when you max out completely, like completely, when you're level 40, whatever, and all that bull, that's how much it would cost you. So obviously you're not going to take that into consideration, but you do see that it's a way better Bulbasaur. And let's just take a look at my last one, just because I don't know if he's good or not. He's 560. Whoops. He's a 560 Bulbasaur with 64 HP, but it costs 3,000. So that's going to be interesting. 560, 64. Wow, I didn't even know his HP was that high, to be honest. So it's going to be interesting. The fact that it's 3,000 Stardust is the only thing that's making me think he's not going to be 77.8, but he's 51. That's actually not good at all. But it shows me that my second Bulbasaur was the one that I should be evolving unless I find something way better. And it's a really great tip, especially when you want to make the perfect lab rat. Yes, when you want to make that beast, that best Dragonite, you want to find the best Dratini possible. You want to find the best Growlithe. You want to find the best Pikachu. You just want to find the best of anything you can to make it the very, very best, so you could catch them all and be the best trainer that you can possibly be. Always remember that. And from here, with that said, I have 3 10K eggs that I'm gonna hatch hopefully tomorrow. I'm gonna start hatching those. I hope you guys are excited. If you guys want to see all my eggs, I have a couple of them recorded from yesterday, and if you guys want to check them out, I can make a video. Hopefully the plan is to start recording myself as I go out to play, to show you guys where I find the certain Pokemon that I find. And obviously you guys all live in different places, so comment down below what state you live in, what country you live in, all that stuff, so I can understand. And to be honest, it doesn't matter where you live, you can always find great Pokemon, and I'm going to show you guys in my next video, hopefully very soon. With that said, I hope this is very helpful for you guys. I hope it helps you out a lot. If it did, maybe throw a thumbs up, share it, let people know, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Yeah, I like to keep it mellow. I smoke and keep it mellow. I drink and keep it mellow.